This is the Big Human's Whiskey Journey, where he gets to taste a whiskey blind with no preconceived ideas, and we get his initial reaction. Few Bourbon is made in Illinois. Now, it may be owned by a bigger company, but its start was as a craft distillery, and the bottle I'm going to pour for the Big Human was prior to them being acquired. So, we're going to find out just exactly what the Big Human thinks of Few Bourbon. Check it out. It's a Big Human whiskey tasting, and this is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are doing a blind tasting with the Big Human, and we're going to see just exactly what he thinks of a whiskey without knowing any idea what's behind the box. Here's the deal. Go ahead and try. Yeah, go ahead and try this. Know this out. Here's the deal. All of my whiskeys are open. Most of the Big Humans are not. I'm trying to expand his palate and opening him up to all sorts of different expressions within whiskey. That's kind of the beauty of whiskey. So where are you at on the nose with this? What do you think of it?
I got caramel.
Caramel? Kirk,
very enjoyable.
Now,
buttery caramel.
Okay, so this was poured for us off camera. Kirk poured it for us. He's grabbing his glass right now. So we have no idea. Actually, the Big Human has no idea what's on the.
He has no idea.
I know exactly.
They cheated. They know it.
Right. So you said caramel?
Yeah, nice, very
Buttery caramel, is that what you said?
buttery caramel.
Okay.
A little brown sugar.
Okay.
There's another note that I missed.
It's got a pleasant nose. It's got kind of that confectionery sugar to me.
Yep, it's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's got some very typical bourbon notes to me. What do you think on the palate?
Okay, it comes in very sweet, but there's a note on there that I can't
quite pick up.
Yeah, that I can't. It's kind of turns you off because you're thinking that on the palate you got this nice buttery caramel. You're sitting there going, yeah, this is gonna be great. All of a sudden, smack, there it is.
Okay, so let's start with the palate first. Where are you at in the palate? Is it a good mouthfeel?
It's a good mouthfeel. It's a little watery.
It is a little watery. It's sweet.
Yep.
I would agree.
And I got a nice caramel buttery, which I've already talked about, but also oak, a little bit of woody flavor in there.
Okay.
Just a tiny little hint.
All right.
Maybe that's what it is.
What, the oak?
Yeah, maybe it's like a tannic.
A little tannic, so kind of a little bitter?
Yeah, it's just like a little bitterness to it.
Okay, and then on the finish, where are you at on the finish?
It's short, but it's sweet. I mean, that sweetness is right there on the front part of my palate.
Yeah, it
just kind of lingers with that confectioner sugar.
Yeah, so I get a lot of those traditional flavors out of it, but it goes away for me really fast. The finish for me is really short on this, and this is not one of my favorite whiskeys. So, and I've come back to this a number of times, but I don't gravitate towards this one. So I have a hard time with
There in that 96 proof.
Okay, yeah, I would see that. Kirk, where are you at with this?
Seems like a higher proof to me.
A higher proof for you?
And the woodiness, but for me, it's like a laminated wood.
Oh, very cool. A laminated wood.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a good note.
No, it's not.
Well, no, I don't mean it negative, but I can't decide which wood it is.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're not exactly sure, but
it's a particle board.
Yeah.
Well, it's not particle board. It's not cardboard either. It's,
right. So you're getting kind of this woody note. For me, it's got this kind of dry, tannic oak note that I don't necessarily enjoy because I don't like something that's really overly tannic.
Yeah. And I would
That's
agree. I mean,
that's it.
It's hitting back here, and it just kind of like it's lingering there, but it just
okay.
It's not bad.
It's not.
Hopefully the price would dictate whether I'd buy it.
All right. So here's what we're drinking.
How's that?
We're drinking Few Spirits. This is out of Illinois. Few Spirits, 93 proof. So it's not a high proof at all.
No. 93. I called 96.
Yeah, you're really close with this. As you can tell, I mean, I've tried this a number of times, and I've come back to it a number of times, and I've tried it in cocktails, and it just doesn't really sit well with me. I mean, it's okay, but it's not something I gravitate towards all the time. Now, they have a number of different expressions, and I think they're doing a lot of different things. Matter of fact, they did one with, who is it? The Smashing Pumpkins, I think.
Okay.
And it's got infused with tea. Well, it's supposed to be good. I haven't seen it. Of course, we're in Iowa, so you don't get to see a lot here in Iowa.
No, it's hard to, it's hitting this
on
stores.
And I think the price on this was like $45 on this, 45
I'm happy on this one.
ish. Yeah, so if you know,
Passed on it numerous times. It's not part of my collection.
yeah, and I don't know if I would necessarily buy this one again. I would probably buy a different expression if I were to buy it.
I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
I'll let him buy it and then I'll try it.
That's usually the way this goes. Kirk, yes, no on this.
No, probably.
Kirk's a no on this. Yeah, you're probably a no on this.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
And I'm really kind of I'm not exactly sure.
I'd be interested in that other expression, seeing what a rye would do or anything else.
Right, exactly.
But it just kind of,
This doesn't quite hit it for you, and it doesn't hit it for me.
if it would have been down the $20 mark, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, right.
But it's pushing me out.
Yeah.
It's just not worth the value.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm Jeff.
How's that?
That's the big human.
Found one that I didn't care for.
Yeah, you did finally find one that you didn't care for. So I'm Jeff. That's the big human. Kirk's behind the camera. Until next time. If you can't be good,
Be good at it.
see ya.